Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today we're going to be making something I've been thinking about since last summer, and it is for Toum. I had Toum for the first time when we had some kebabs, and Toum is a beautiful white fluffy kind of sauce or dip that is made from garlic, oil, and lemon juice and a bit of salt. Super, super simple. It looks like mayonnaise, but it's completely dairy-free. It is packed with flavor, as you can imagine, because there's a ton of garlic in it, and it is so delicious. We couldn't stop eating it. I'm like, what is this? It's so good, and it's so versatile. You can dip vegetables in it. You can have it on kebabs. You can have it as a spread. You can add a little bit to a salad as a topping. You can thin it out and have it more like a dressing. It has so many beautiful uses, and today I'm gonna attempt to make it. I'm kind of framing this as if it's going to be difficult, but based on the articles I've read, the videos I've watched, it's actually very simple. We're simply going to be making an emulsion, just like we're making mayonnaise. I've made mayonnaise here before. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll put links to that down below. But mayonnaise is different from Toum because it uses eggs and not the quantity of garlic we'll be using today. And we're going to be using some electricity. I'm going to be using a food processor. I've also seen this made in a blender as well, but a food processor is recommended because there's a little bit more room. You do have to make a pretty large amount, but thankfully, Toum seems to hold up quite well. You can keep it in your refrigerator for up to a month, even longer, I've read, because there's a ton of garlic, a ton of oil, and we're keeping it in the refrigerator. And garlic is really good for you, especially raw garlic. It has antiviral properties. It's really great for this kind of cold, wintry season, and it tastes really good. Just make sure everybody around you has the garlic as well, and then everyone's in the garlic zone, and everyone's happy, right? Alrighty, let's go ahead and start making some Toum. I'm going to be using Sola's recipe from Serious Eats, and I'll put a link to that down below. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need to do is have a large amount of garlic. We need 1 cup of raw garlic. So I've almost got a cup here, and I'm going to show you how to take a head of garlic and to separate the cloves. I was taught to just do this, but I found actually if you put it upside down, it's a lot easier. So just take it upside down and smush your garlic like that, and kind of rock it and rotate using your body weight, and then just use your thumbs to separate. See, so much easier. Before I would go like this and like, ow, it's hurting my hands. But if you do it upside down, it doesn't hurt. So separate the cloves, and we need 1 cup here. So now we have to peel all of this garlic. Normally, if I just have a couple cloves, I bash it with my knife and remove the papery shell. But since I have so many, I'm going to try a technique that I saw Nadia Hussein do. And you take the garlic, dump it into a bowl, and this is perfect for a large amount of garlic. Take boiling water and then pour it over the garlic. Now, we're just going to let this soak for 1 minute. It's not going to cook the garlic. It's just going to loosen the shells or the husk. I've never tried this technique before. I've tried several techniques for garlic peeling, but never this one. And we'll set it for 1 minute, and we'll see if this works. I've tried the technique where you put the garlic in the bowl and you shake it. I've tried the magic garlic technique where you try to pluck it from the bottom, and all of them work fine, but the one that I always end up using is just the bashing with the knife technique. But I have 3 bulbs of garlic here, and I don't really want to bash them all, so this one hopefully will work. Now, because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of garlic, I'm going to put my gloves on. So let's see. I'm going to grab a clove here and see if these come right off. Oh yeah, sure enough. Peels just like that. Easy. Nadia, yes, this works, totally works. So some of the skins are thicker. I'm gonna let those ones soak a little longer, but the ones that are in the middle, look, that one just popped right out. So this, as I mentioned, is 3 bulbs of garlic. Okay, I'm gonna finish peeling these. So next, Sola recommends that we remove the germ of the garlic, and that is the portion that's inside. If you cut the garlic in half, you'll see a little germ right there. That's the sprout that will become a new garlic plant. So you can just take that out, and it's supposed to give it a less astringent, sharp flavor if you remove that. See that? So remove that. And sometimes if your garlic is older, you'll see that it's a green sprout. So right there, you'll see it growing right there. And if you just put your knife underneath, if you take your paring knife right underneath the base, you'll see it separate from the root portion right there. See that? Take that out. Now, I'm going to do that for some of these, but not all of them. It's supposed to create a milder flavored toum, a little less sharp. I think that's true for any time you're using garlic. If you want to tone it down a little bit, you can remove that germ in the middle to cut down on the spice. But to be honest, I don't mind that. So I'm going to do some of these. Now, once we've removed the germ, we're going to place the garlic into our food processor. So the components of toum are super, super simple. We just have garlic, lemon juice, salt, oil, neutral-flavored plain oil. I'm using sunflower oil. You can also use grapeseed oil or canola oil. And some recipes also call for a little bit of water to kind of thin things out a little bit. But first we need to grind up our garlic. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. If you have table salt, use a little bit less because kosher salt tends to be a little less salty. And then we're going to grind this up into a paste. Give it a few pulses to break everything up. And then whiz it on. And let's scrape this down. You can also make this in a mortar and pestle if you do not have a food processor. You can make a smaller amount. Now we're going to proceed to alternate between adding lemon juice and oil. Lemon juice and oil in increments. But the trick to doing this is to do it very slowly. Very slowly introduce, especially the oil to this so that we get a really nice emulsion. We want this to be really thick and creamy. So now that this is minced up, I'm going to add some lemon juice. We're going to add a total of 1/4 cup. This is really fat lemon here. So that's about 1 tablespoon. Buzz that around. And that salt will help to break the garlic down as well, lending some abrasive powers. And the juice of the lemon will also help. Alrighty, so now that we have a paste that looks kind of like that, still have some chunks, but that's going to be broken down some more as we go along. Now it's time to introduce our oil. Now we want to do this very slowly. And some food processors have this little kind of push thing, but it also has a little hole, which is really convenient for adding our oil. It will drip through the hole, so then it will add it very slowly. So if your food processor has a hole like that, that's what that's for, apparently. So let's do it. Now we're going to turn this on and then slowly add our oil. We're going to add 1/2 cup at a time. So here we go. So that seems like so that looked like I was just dumping it in, but that's okay because my food processor has that little tiny hole, so it's just drizzling it in. It's all good. Super cool. So about 1/2 cup at a time. And let me show you what it's doing. You see where it's going in? You can. Oh, I think it's adding it too fast now that I look at it though. Is it coming out too fast? No, it's working. It's kind of miraculous how it's whipping together. Next, we're going to add some more lemon juice. And already it's looking great. Look, it's luscious already, look. Come on, look at that. Looking great, but we've only added a fraction of the oil. So I'm scraping the sides down to get all that garlic in there. And we're going to continue doing this until we add in all of the oil. 3 cups total. This makes a lot of toum, but it's we're going to use it. So keep going. Here we go. Alrighty, my lovelies. This has been running for a few minutes now, and all of my oil has been added. And this looks amazing. Amazing! Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at that. It's so thick, it doesn't even come off the spoon. Look at that. It is so amazing. Look at this. Look how thick it is. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It looks like whipped cream or mascarpone cheese or whipped cream cheese, and that's just garlic, oil, lemon juice, and salt. Incredible. Alrighty, my lovelies, my toum is finished. Look how luscious this is. Isn't that incredible? It's so thick and creamy and white. It's hard to believe there's no dairy in this at all. None. Look. It's so thick. It's amazing. Emulsions are amazing. An emulsion is basically oil droplets in suspension. And boy, are these droplets suspended. Look at that. It's so impressive. It's so impressive. But besides being impressive, it's delicious. So I'm going to give it a taste with just some carrots. Simple baby carrot. Go, 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 go. Itadakimasu. So very good. Intense garlicliness that is mellowed out by the oil. The oil doesn't have any flavor in it at all. It just creates this really luscious, smooth, whipped, dairy-like consistency without any of the dairy. It's delicious. The lemon juice adds a little bit of tang, but does not take away from the garlic, balances out all the fat in there. It's perfectly seasoned. It's amazing. The garlic has a little bit of a peppery bite. It's fresh, it's zingy, it's wonderful. Put this on everything. It'll make it better. So there you have it, my lovelies. The beautiful, incredible, impressive, and delicious tasting toum made from garlic, oil, lemon juice, and science. So very good. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Check out my website. I'll include some more information about this recipe. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye.